Dragonflight Legacies, Chapter 2. The first one was pretty good. I'm hoping this one will be too.
What is your name, child?
Emberthal, a commander.
Just want to make sure the quality's good. Okay.
You know of us.
You are a race of fierce warriors, unlike anything Azeroth has seen in many an age. In time, you may become as mighty as we once were.
Once? What happened?
The desire for power carries peril. We were blind to the darkness in our midst. Behold, the Dragon Isles.
There they are.
Time after our ascension, we aspects sought to create a beacon of hope for all the world.
Well, why couldn't we find it then?
Beautiful. Neltharion, my general.
Indeed, we all had our roles to play.
Oh, damn, there he
Guided by
is.
Alex Strasser, our conscience, our heart. We all
Oh, shit.
became
Yo,
as
real
close
quick. Let
as
me go back. Let me
classmates.
go back.
Alex,
What the fuck? So that's Nosdormu, Alexstrasza, Ysera, and that's Malagos. Holy shit.
Strasser, our conscience, our heart. We all became as close as clutchmates, or so it seemed. For we could not hear the whispers of corruption that tempted one of our own. When demons invaded our world, we aspects went forth to protect it as we always had. Not knowing whether we would ever again see the shores of home.
This is good.
Our brother Neltharion led our defense against the invaders. But for the first time, we found our strength inadequate. And we grew desperate. So when Neltharion assured us that with our help, he could forge a weapon to win the war, we placed our trust in him.
That's the Dragon Soul.
And we renewed our battle
The holy
against
pancake.
the demons, only to have Neltharion, who now took the name Deathwing, turn on his own kind.
Yeah, he was a fucking badass. You guys gotta keep in mind,
We could not foresee this betrayal,
Deathwing did not fuck around.
for we simply did not want to believe. Even after all this time, the pain of his treachery is far worse than the scars he left us with.
That is not the leader I remember. How do I know it was not you who provoked him?
You missed much during your confinement, but the sands of time reveal all truths, child, even bitter ones. Trust your eyes. When the champions of Azeroth faced Deathwing for the last time, he was so consumed by madness that he could not imagine what we would sacrifice to stop him. That the weapon we had helped him forge would become the means of his destruction.
This is good. I like how Thrall's not even there.
Was there no other way?
Deathwing would have destroyed this world. To stop him, we aspects relinquished our power, our immortality, our guardianship of Azeroth itself. A fair trade, I believe.
Damn.
You want something from me, don't you?
It is my gift and my burden to travel the pathways of time. But there is one crucial moment that has long remained hidden from me. And only you can lead me there.
That was alright. Yeah, it was okay. I gotta say though, where is it?
Found our strength.
Deathwing is a fucking badass. Like, it's not even remotely close. Like, which one is the coolest one? I mean, it really, I mean, come on. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, it did, man. Another Dragonflight. No, I think this will be interesting. I didn't really think the story went that way. I thought the way that the story worked was that Deathwing was corrupted by N'Zoth. So it's like, I mean, of course, I mean, he was evil, right? It's because he's corrupted by what do you call it? By an old god, yeah. So it's like, I mean, is that really his fault? You know what I mean? Like, how's that really his fault? Because he gets corrupted by an old god. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Deathwing was like kind of an asshole, and then at the same time, you know, he also got corrupted by an old god. So it's a little bit of both there for me. He's corrupted by the jailer. Yeah, they showed that. It was Yogg, not N'Zoth. I thought it was N'Zoth that corrupted Deathwing. But it's like they showed him with the tentacles, right? But it just said he gave into his madness. Like, I didn't really pick up on anything like that. They banned him on the ground? Yeah, and it's like, where's the... I feel like there's, like, no armor on him, man. I feel like Deathwing was supposed to be, like, full of, like, metal and shit, you know? I guess whispers of an old god is an automatic mind control. He could have resisted if he wanted to. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, who the fuck knows? But either way, I think these... I really like these, like, little fucking things that they do. I wish they'd make more of them. Especially for, like, telling, like, pretty important lore events. And I hope they keep doing more of these. I like them a lot. The first one was really, really good. This one, to be honest, was, like, confusing to me, right? Because, like, I thought it was going to be one thing. But, like, now it's actually this instead. The Stone Mother gave him armor. I don't remember that exactly. I'd have to go back and do it again. And do the quest again. The BFA ones as well. Yeah, like the Jaina and Ashara ones were really, really, really good. I just hope they do more of them and we see more stuff like this, because I think that a lot of people really like the lore of WoW, and I think that's the main thing that a lot of people have an attachment to. It's like the world and like the characters of the game. So I hope they do more stuff like this and they add more things like this into the game, man. The lore was good until Shadowlands. I feel like, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, I feel like the lore was kind of weird in TBC. The Wrath lore was, like, a little bit odd, how Ulduar kind of came out of nowhere. At least to me, it kind of did. But it makes sense, like, really whenever you think about it. Let's see. Other raids that, like, didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I feel like, I don't know, like... I wasn't a big fan of Dragon Soul, but I think the lore was fine there, pretty much. I just didn't like how Thrall was the one that used the thing to kill Deathwing. It's like, if the Dragon Soul is, like, so powerful, it effectively, like, I think combined with, like, the Wall of Eternity caused the shattering of the whole world. How is it even possible that a mortal can even use this? It just doesn't really make sense. Green Jesus? Well, like, Thrall is the most powerful shaman of, like, all time, as far as I know. But still, he's just an orc, man. Yeah, Green Jesus saved us. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's a conduit. Yeah, I guess that was the case. The aspects placed an enchantment on it, so no dragons could use it, I think. Oh, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, sure. I guess it has to. The whole Ashara cannon arc was scrapped and kind of lame. Nothing happened with the giant cannon. Yeah, but like the guy that said that was like a fucking like an alcoholic weirdo, and so like they just had to get rid of him because of that. But yeah, I mean, I always saw. I remember I read the book Day of the Dragon, and it was like the book about Deathwing. And I read this in ninth grade. I was a freshman in high school. I thought it was so fucking cool. And whenever Cataclysm got announced, I was so fucking hyped that we were gonna actually fight Deathwing, because I was like, man, dude, this guy's this is like it's fucking awesome. It's like a super powerful dragon, and you know, like obviously, I think they got help from like Ronan and like other people that you meet in Wrath of the Lich King, to actually like help defeat Deathwing back then. And to come up with a second live-action WoW movie featuring Sylvanas. I mean, I think that if they ever do another WoW live-action movie, which I don't think they should do, I feel like now we have like 3 different points on the graph. We have Castlevania, we have Arcane, and we have the Cyberpunk anime. Stop trying to do live-action. Stop it. Just quit it. Like, and the problem with it, with doing live action for World of Warcraft, is that a lot of the characters and everything, they're very much like, look at Deathwing, right? For example, like, yeah, that kind of looks like a real person, but this is like definitely very, very stylized. And if you look at like the characters in WoW, Nozdormu is like really not a good example of this, because I think that he does generally look kind of like a real guy would look. But especially like you just look at the humans in the game, and they just like the style of Warcraft just doesn't really fit very well into translating to like a live action movie. Yeah, live action handicaps the creativity. No, I think so. What's the crucial moment he can't see? The crucial moment he can't see, I think that they are probably wondering whether Neltharion was corrupted before he had like he created Rathian and the other Black Drakes, to maybe know if all of the Black Drakes were infected like as a residual from the corruption. Like Merzond, I don't think that's it. I really just don't think that's it. So it's like, you know, like that's kind of what I'm guessing it is, because like obviously, you know, she said that the Drakthir is like, oh, that's not my general, right? Hashtag not my general. Well, guess what? She probably knows a different Deathwing, so that's probably why. But I'm not sure. Also, going to get stuff for Rathian again. I think Rathian is awesome. The shamans in live action were sick, so was Gul'dan. You're totally right. I think the shamans and like all of the orcs in the Warcraft movie were like pretty cool. I would say they were pretty cool, but they just looked like really weird and out of place next to just Travis Fimmel. Right? I don't know. Like maybe that's just me, but it looked, or like Medivh, right? Yeah, it looked odd. Whereas like whenever you see, like for example, like this is what a WoW, so like look at this. This is what I would say. Like, you know, the like, bro, forearms like that, massive fucking arms, like just the way that their faces look. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of guys that look like this. You know what I mean? It's just not that, yeah, they're ripped as fuck. Of course they are. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. Admiral Chads, Arnold. Yeah, you'd have to have, like, bodybuilders doing it, right? But I think that, like, the stylization of it is what makes it so iconic. You know, and it's the same thing, obviously, with the orcs. But since orcs are just... And it was also weird how, like, all of these orcs were, like, these massive CGI absolute units, and then Garona was a girl with green makeup on. I mean, I think that was kind of weird. Garona was half orc, yeah, but I still think it's weird. It looked so oof. Yeah, I was not really a fan of it. I think that if you were going to look at somebody being a half orc, they wouldn't have looked exactly like that, but I don't know. Either way, I think that making it an animated series, just do the exact same thing that Castlevania did, do the same thing that Arcane did, make it animated. It's fundamentally animated because it's a video game. Just stick to making your audience happy. I think that, like, really, you don't need to make it into live action. Like, look how popular Arcane was. Arcane was, like, the most popular show last year. So it's not like the ceiling for an animated show is lower. That's clearly not true. So I don't know why they would do that. Look at the animation they did on a new Hearthstone cinematic. Sure. I think this is it, right? Yeah, here we go. Let's watch this one. It's the Blue Lich King. Oh, shit. Is that Lady Liadrin? She's like one of the most powerful paladins in the game. But I'm gonna be honest. There's no way that you could beat the Lich King. No shot. Definitely not as exciting as the cinematic.
Rise and serve your king.
Yeah, the disparity.
Your soul is mine.
Tyrion had Azeroth's champions with him. Tyrion had Azeroth's champions with him. Like, Arthas was distracted. He wasn't even paying attention. He totally forgot about Tyrion. Like, Arthas basically went AFK to cast a spell. And then Tyrion just caught him slipping. Like, in any sort of a fair fight, the Lich King would beat any fucking paladin. Like, Tyrion had Ashbringer, but Tyrion wasn't the Ashbringer. Like, maybe Alexandros Mograine would have a chance against the Lich King. Other than that, no shot. Not even close. Tyrion was chilling. Yeah, he sure was chilling. 20 people died holding Ashbringer? Yeah, that is true. But, you know, like, whenever I think Alexandros Mograine died, he didn't die undead, to be fair. It was his son that betrayed him. Ashbringer is stronger than Frostmourne in lore as weapons go? Ashbringer is stronger than Frostmourne? Thinking about that. It's a tough one. No, I probably feel like they're probably about the same. Yeah, they're probably about the same. Because, like, Ashbringer was forged from, like, a Naru, like, some sort of, like, holy heavenly crystal from the Naru from another planet. You know what I mean? So, it's also on, like, the same cosmic power level that Frostmourne would be on. You see what I'm saying? Sword tier list? Yeah, it's like, I don't know, this is like kind of a weird comparison, but I remember Sir Arthur Dayne in Game of Thrones whenever he had Dawn, which was like a sword, and it was made out of a meteorite, but it was as powerful or as strong as Valyrian steel, which is like the most powerful steel and the strongest steel in Game of Thrones. I feel like that's kind of the same thing that's going on with Frostmourne and the Ashbringer. That's what I would say. Flamorn lost to Frostmourne and it could destroy planets or some shit. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, but the light always wins. True, brother. Hell yeah, brother. You got that right, brother. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see here. I mean, Illidan destroyed an Aru? Yes. But I think Illidan is probably one of the only, like, maybe 10 characters in the game that could have 1v1 the Lich King. Like, I would say Illidan and Legion would stand a very good chance against the Lich King. All things considered. Like, I mean, you have to remember, like, Illidan, he 1v1 and lost. In the lore, Illidan 1v1'd and lost because he thought that he was so far above Arthas, he wasn't even taking the fight seriously. Like, that's what happened in the lore. So basically, they said, like, yeah, this shouldn't have happened, but it did. No chance against Sylvanas. Yeah, true.